Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Toledo's offense takes the field. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because...
Makes the grab inside the 30. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Rockets. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're lining up to boot it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Eagles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They'll run it from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Eagles are on the move. Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Leaves it with the back. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. The Eagles get enough to move the chains. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He'll do it himself. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This offense has a 2nd down play. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. He caught it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he's wrestled to the ground. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it to clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you make good decisions like that, your coordinator and play caller are going to keep dialing up these RPO-type plays, right? Nobody open. You're not forcing the football into traffic. You're not freaking out and throwing it away or running out of bounds. Just go get what you can get. It's a positive play for the offense.
Fakes his man out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Rockets headed quickly to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires the pass, intercepted.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. He'll try to pop the draw. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They're getting this guy lathered up. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the 1st. Running it to the right. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. He wants to throw it. He's got it. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Go straight ahead. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Powers forward. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
You get down here in the red zone, you get close to the end zone, you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back, he does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Rockets come to the line in the hurry-up. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there are so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you had functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun at your location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up. You get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we're getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They're going to run it. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. the made field goal. They'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Rockets want to crank the tempo. Snap from the gun on third down. Makes his connection. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rockets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. They're setting up the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time, he's got his man. Makes a catch and knocked down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Toledo. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Gets it out fast. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They'll immediately call timeout. New set of downs after that completion. Trying to find his man on first down. It's complete to the right. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Eagles in the hurry-up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the clock. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires and picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
That's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll leave it with him. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the 68 Ventures Bowl.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's got it on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the tailback. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Running with power. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And the Rockets moving quickly to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe of the 49.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. They go to the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The Rockets will send out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The give to the back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Rockets are in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Rockets are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior. And the Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now he's looking to throw it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're trying to get to it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab over the middle. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Now they'll run the draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. The Rockets offense is back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Unloads quickly. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Rockets want to move quickly. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The offense in hurry-up mode.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Here comes the hurry up.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell He wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Rockets have it with a 1st and 10. The give from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On the move.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
It's good. And they've regained the lead.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. All the pressure, all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And he'll be smacked to the ground. Do they have another 3rd down conversion in the bag? Already 2 for 2 on this drive. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Got his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! They move on top here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space on the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play. The passing game has it on the doorstep.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up and try to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Rockets! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Love having a guy with a moment isn't too big, and this QB drops back. Nice job. Takes his time, sees the coverage, throws the football into the end zone. Guy makes the catch, and now they have the lead in the fourth quarter. Nice job by this quarterback.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. 27, on the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Gets it out quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Nothing but green ahead. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. He's looking to pass. Into the end zone. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will tie the game here in the final minute of play.
Man, that is a massive field goal. So much pressure on him. With just a couple seconds left here in the game, he knocks it through the uprights. It looks like this thing's going into overtime as long as your defense is not completely screwed this thing.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. They'll try it over the left side. Using the spin move. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We'll get it started here in overtime. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. They strike first here in overtime.
Well, they go back to the option play. Now, this is the 2nd time, Pollock, this QB has scored running this scheme offensively.
Yeah, and as a defense, you got to understand when you're playing the option, it's responsibility football. I got to stop my assignment. I can't get caught in somebody else's business. You can tell this defense not really ready for this quarterback run game. They better figure it out, or it's going to be a long game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, getting some heat. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He caught it. Touchdown, Toledo. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Power football with the run. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away from the heat. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. They'll give him 4 yards on the carry. It's down at the 8-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Short gain on the play before he slides. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense was not fooled. 3rd and 1 situation, everybody in the stadium expecting run. The offense trying to get a little cute, trying to take a shot, and it blows up in their face. Nice job by the defense.
They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Trying to move them on the counter. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. First and goal, and a touchdown will win it. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quick pass on the fly motion. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Not a ton of room to operate on third and goal, but a touchdown wins it here in OT. They'll look to throw on third and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation. Want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Knocks it right through. We are tied, and we'll play another OT. So here we go, dueling 2-point conversions from this point forward. Power ahead. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. This will be the ball game. Make it and play on, miss it and lose. Snapped it in the shotgun. He's got it for the 2, and we're all tied up. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. They're going to run it. They're stopped on the 2-point try, and we are still tied. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Trying to pound it in. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of game that fans are going to be talking about for a long time, David.
Yeah, right.
If you know Reese Davis, that is not happening, but we got a free game that was awesome, back and forth, nip and tuck, and bonus time. You got some free overtime playing that one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.